What's up, Vibe Tribe? Welcome back to my channel. Another video. I don't know what this video is going to hold for us, but it's just time for another video. So with that being said, let's get into today. It is Wednesday. I don't even know what day of the week it is. Let's see. June 3rd. 6:52 p.m. I am just getting back home. Me and baby girl went to go run a couple of errands, do some dilly-dallying. I have been looking for a new pair of runners, y'all. I have two. So I have the Nike P6000s and I have another pair of just like white, black, and silver Nikes. I don't know what those are. But I needed another pair of runners just because it's summer, y'all. I want to be comfortable this summer. We're on a relaxed dress code at work, so I can wear like jeans and t-shirts every day. And with only having two pair of runners, y'all, and one of them is like ran over, for real, for real. It's just time for a new pair. So we ended up going to the mall, and I went in every freaking shoe store that was in the mall. From Champs to JD to Foot Locker to Journeys. We went in every store and I was not able to find a pair of shoes. So we ended up leaving the mall and we ended up going to a shoe palace that was outside of the mall, and I found me a pair of Asics. They didn't have my size in store, so I had to order them, but they assured me that they will be here at my home in the next 3 to 5 days. So when they come in, I will show them to y'all so you can see what they look like. But while we were in the mall, we did visit Miss A and we did visit Charlotte Russe. So let's get into what your girl picked up, okay? All right, y'all. So I had to go into Miss A because I'm trying to really revamp my style and figure out what it is I like. I am a very kind of all over the place girl, y'all. Some days I like to dress up, big boss moves. Sometimes I like, just the baggy pair of jeans and an oversized shirt. Sometimes I like my athletic wear. Sometimes you'll see me in a full-on pantsuit. It just depends on how I feel when I wake up in the morning. But with that being said, my style is kind of all over the place, which can be good and bad. It can be good because I can pull off anything, but then it could be bad because, girl, what is it that you really like? Your closet is all over the place. Some stuff you end up never wearing again because you're not feeling that vibe no more. So I'm really trying to hone in and find out what my style is. Lately, I've been wearing a lot of athletic wear, like tights and like the little two-piece sets with runners and the fuzzy socks, like things like that. But I'm just really trying to figure it out. So I ended up going in Miss A, y'all, because not only does my wardrobe need to be changed, so does my accessories. A lot of the accessories that y'all see in these trays, I've had well over 6 years. And a lot of these things are fashion jewelry. They're tarnished. They're turning colors. I have a few pieces in here that is sterling silver. That's not, fashion jewelry. But the stuff that's fashion jewelry, I need to get rid of a lot of it and replace it with things that are not tarnished. So I went in Miss A to start my collection, y'all, and I picked up a few pieces. Everything in Miss A is $1, so you can't go wrong with that. But with it being $1, I also know I probably got a good year of wear out of it too before I be buying some more. But look how cute this pair of earrings is. Let's focus, let's focus, let's focus. There we go. Look how cute this pair of earrings is. And then these cute little butterfly stud like earrings. I grabbed those too. Y'all, the camera is being so weird, but you get the gist. You can't go wrong without a silver pair. I can't talk for shit, y'all. You can't go wrong with a basic silver hoop. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. I also got it in white. These are kind of the same. One's just kind of bigger than the other. And then these gold hoops that have the cross, the flower, and the little ball kind of dangling from it. So those were my finds from Miss A. And now Charlotte Russe. I ended up just getting a little gray kind of rib tank shirt or top with the light gray athletic shorts, and I figured this would be cute with those white, black, and silver runners, the Nike runners that I was telling y'all about. I'm probably going to end up putting this on Friday, because I have a full day of running errands on Friday, so I'm going to wear this. We also ended up stopping by the beauty supply, y'all, because I had to get some braid hair. I am thinking about putting my braids back in for the remainder of the summer, y'all, because the wigs just ain't getting it. For one, it's too hot down here in Texas. For two, just the maintenance of the wigs, having to put the wig sheen on it, flat iron it, make sure it's up to par every morning. I just don't be having time on some mornings. So it's always been easier for me to just get my hair braided. The thing is, my hair color is a number 4. So I always play it safe and just get the number 4. But I'm switching it up a little bit, and I'm mixing a 4, 27, and 30, which is kind of going to give it like a sandy red or sandy brown kind of tint. So I ended up getting 3 packs of this. I'm going to message my braid tech and see if she can do my hair. If not this Saturday, hopefully Sunday. And last but not least, I just grabbed me a pair of little slouchy socks. While I was in there, they were $2, $1.99 a piece. So that's it, y'all. That was my finds for the day. We didn't do much. Like I said, the shoes, the jewelry, the hair, the socks, didn't do much. Baby girl also got some things too. She got an outfit from Charlotte Russe, and then she got an outfit from Windsor, which was really cute. She didn't find anything in Miss A, and she's still looking for her a new pair of runners too. Her birthday is coming up on June 10th, so I'm thinking about getting her a new pair of shoes for her birthday. We're also celebrating her birthday with a couple of her friends by hanging out at Six Flags, so we got some things coming up. And I also bought her hair because y'all know my daughter always has braids in her head, but now she's going to the 10th grade, y'all. So she's venturing into being a teenager, being a full-on high school student, and she's wanting to try a wig for the first time. So she found a stylist here in Fort Worth. We ordered her wig today. It'll be here tomorrow. So she'll probably be getting her hair done within the next week to week and a half. I told her, maybe I'm wrong, y'all tell me in the comments, but I told her not to get her wig installed before we go to Six Flags, because that's kind of a waste of money. We're going to be at Six Flags in the heat, Texas, 100-degree weather. You got on a wig with lace glue. That wig get hot, that glue start melting, that wig start lifting, and then Six Flags has water rides too. So if your hair gets wet, now your curls done fell. I don't know. It just makes sense to me to get the wig done after she goes to Six Flags and just wear her braids to Six Flags. But we're still trying to work that out and figure that out. Oh, and I know what else I needed to tell y'all. Big shout out, big congratulations, big ups to my son, y'all. Y'all know I told y'all my son works at Dickies Arena. So he does a lot of like the rodeos and the shows and things that come to town here in Fort Worth. He's been working at Dickies Arena. This month will make 1 year, and he absolutely loves his job. He loves what he does. But we've been applying to other places because with Dickies Arena, it's not a set schedule. So he typically only works when there's an event in town. And most of the time, events are only here like Thursday to Sunday. So he's only working like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then there'll be like a whole week of no events. And so it just kind of affects his paycheck, you know, when he's not working, of course. So he's been kind of applying around and trying to find something that's a little bit closer to home and that has a little bit more of a consistent schedule. He applied to Best Buy. He ended up not getting that job, which is okay. You know, the job market right now is trash. I ain't gonna lie, it's trash. And I kind of explained that process to him. I'm like, baby, it's not you. It's the job market. It's the fact that a lot of these corporations have 1 or 2 positions open and you have over 100 people applying for just 2 positions. So that's just what it is right now. But he didn't get the Best Buy job. He also applied to like Home Depot and Lowe's. We hadn't heard anything back from them. And then the last place he applied to was FedEx. he got word today that he got the FedEx job. So shout out to my son. He is officially going to be working at FedEx throughout the week and then Dickies on the weekend. So he's excited because FedEx offers weekly pay and he's making more at FedEx than he is at Dickies. So the money finna start rolling in for my baby, and he's about to get his car a lot sooner than he projected. So I had to come back on here and share that news with y'all. So shout out for him. Shout out to him. Yeah, I think I'm just tired. It's been a long day. I went to work today, then got off and ran errands, and my day's still not over, y'all. I'm getting ready to put this stuff up, and then I'm going to go in the kitchen. I'm making spaghetti tonight, and then after I cook, y'all, I have to sit down and go through emails. I have like 80-something personal emails that I need to get through, so it's going to be a long night, just like it was a long day for you, girl, but this is something small to a giant, period. But I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye. Hello, Vibe Tribe. Hi. She trying to get out the camera. But anyway, I meant to turn y'all on before I left the house this morning and completely forgot because I wanted to show y'all my outfit. We got this from H&M the other day. She got one too, but she doesn't have it on. But the little gray tee or tank with the little gray shorts. And I have on my Nike runners. But we are at the doctor's office right now getting her sports physical for school. Y'all, we've been up since about 7 and on the go since about 7. I had to drop Jojo off. He went to get his hair done. We grabbed coffee and breakfast. I had to go to UPS, had to go to the post office. Now we're at the doctor's office. After this, I have therapy, so I gotta go home and do my virtual session. Just all the things. Friday is for dilly-dallying and running errands, if you didn't know. But yeah, we're just waiting on the doctor to come in, check her out, give us the paperwork, and then we're gonna skedaddle. So I don't know what else we're gonna do today. I'm waiting for my son to text me to tell me that his hair is done, and then we gotta pick him up, of course. But for the most part, I guess we're just chilling. I need to go home and finish washing clothes. I need to disinfect my bathroom today. I need to deep clean my kitchen. Yeah. But besides that, I can't tell you what we're gonna do because I didn't make any plans today. Don't y'all just love days that you don't make plans? Yeah, I do. But let me get off this vlog and these people establishment, okay? Love y'all, bye. What's up, Vibe Tribe? Y'all, it never fails. Like, look at my chest and how red it is. Like, I bruise easily. If I scratch myself, like, I instantly turn red. It's just insane, y'all. I literally just scratched myself not even 5 minutes ago, and now it looks like I got a whole rash or sunburn on my chest. But it is Friday, 3:52 p.m. I'm just leaving my house from dropping my son off because he had a hair appointment actually this morning. He's been there since 8:30. I picked him up around 3:30. Crazy thing is, I sent the stylist a video of what I actually wanted him to have, and come to find out, she didn't watch the whole video. She watched just the first part of the video. So she was in the process of actually locking his hair when I got there, and something told me don't sit in the car and wait for him to be done. Go in and check his progress. And when I went in, that's when I realized she was actually like locking his hair. And I said, no, he's doing the whole freeform thing. I mean, his hair is going to eventually lock, but he's doing it as a freeform. He just wants his hair 2-strand twisted. And she was like, oh. So she had to go back and comb out the ones that she had already locked, spread them and separate them, and then go back and 2-strand twist. Yeah, so a style that essentially only took maybe 2.5 hours to do turned into a whole day process because she had to go back and fix what she messed up. But either way, it got done. His hair is 2-strand twisted. He's gonna leave him in for about 3 weeks and then undo him and see how his freeform journey is coming along. He does need to go to the barber shop, bad because he needs to line up bad. His barber is actually out of town until Monday, so I guess he's just gonna be looking a little crazy this weekend, but it's okay. It's okay. I am now, well, I was on my way to go dilly-dally, y'all. I wanted to go in TJ Maxx, and I want to peruse around Home Goods. I haven't been in Home Goods in some months now, but those are the two stores that I want to go in, and it literally just started raining in my area. Like, it's sprinkling right now. So hopefully I can get into one of the stores without it pouring down, storming all over me, because that's not a good look. But yeah, y'all, my day today has just consisted of running some errands. Ooh, Jesus, the potholes in Texas are insane, y'all. Like, I'm trying not to tear my car up and have to get new tires and shit, but Lord. But yeah, I woke up this morning and had to drop him off, had to take baby girl to the doctor to get her physical done, which I think that's in this vlog. UPS, post office, just all the things, y'all. Friday is just typically from running errands, and I still have not started cleaning my house yet. So I think once I get to the house this evening and I'm done ripping and running, I'll go ahead and like disinfect my bathroom, clean my kitchen. I've already washed my clothes. I just need to fold everything when I get back. But yeah, y'all, that's what my Friday consists of. I don't have much planned tomorrow. What do I have tomorrow? I just missed the light. What do I have tomorrow? I know I have to take him to work. He has to be at work at 12 noon. So I'm going to drop him off at work, and then he doesn't get off until 12 o'clock in the morning. Like, he's working a full day tomorrow. I got invited to a barbecue with one of my neighbors across the street, so I might go to that. I haven't made up my mind yet if I'm gonna do that or not, but for the most part I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow either. I'll probably stay home and do some more cleaning. So yeah, y'all, I know my vlogs have been pretty boring lately because your girl ain't doing much. I haven't been going out. I haven't been linking up with my sorority sisters because everybody's just been kind of busy and dealing with family things. So we haven't had a chance to get together. Haven't had any traveling plans or went out of town or did anything lately. So yeah, it's just been kind of quiet on my end, honestly. So hopefully things look up for your girl soon, y'all. I'm trying. I gotta get through the next couple of weeks of June, and then I'll be on vacation, and I'll find something for us to do. I have a list of things that I would like to do. There's like some art exhibits coming here in Fort Worth. There's like a food truck convention going on soon in my area. What else, y'all? It's a couple of things. Like I said, my daughter's birthday's coming up, so I know we're going to Six Flags for her birthday, so I'm definitely gonna vlog while I'm out there. But yeah, I have another birthday party to go to towards the end of this month, so I'll probably vlog a little bit there. But yeah, y'all, it ain't much. It ain't much, but let's get in this store and see what we can find, y'all. Yeah. Hey y'all, hey, so I am back in the car. It's 6:11. I ended up not going to Home Goods. I only went to TJ Maxx, y'all. I got so overstimulated in TJ Maxx. It was just a lot of people in there for it to be a Friday evening. And now I'm sitting in the line at Domino's Pizza in the drive-thru to pick up my pizza that I ordered. I just ordered a small personal Supreme pizza, I guess. Yeah. And I figure me and my son can probably split it because he's home. But I got a lot of goodies from TJ Maxx. I don't know if y'all can see the bags in the back seat. So when I get home, I'll definitely do a little unboxing for y'all so you can see what all I got. I spent $152 in TJ Maxx. I was not expecting to spend that much. I was not. But I did get things that I needed. I got more things that I needed than I wanted. I got a little bit of both, but I got more things that I needed, if that makes sense. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to literally go home. I'll turn the camera on, show you guys what I got. Then I'm going to take a shower, eat, and watch my show. It was something else I wanted to tell y'all. Y'all see these people walking behind us? I think they work at Domino's. But well, what else was I gonna tell y'all? It was something. Ooh, we're gonna put it in park so she'll hush. One thing that I am noticing is that hi, Nikki. One thing that I'm noticing, y'all, is although I don't mind recording in public, I never have. Lately, because the stores have been so crowded and I've been so overstimulated because of it, I don't have a desire to record. Because I'm literally saying excuse me the entire time.
There you go.
Thank you.
Have a nice one.
You too. But like I was saying, y'all, when the stores are packed like that, I'm literally just saying excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Or like you're bumping into people, or you know, the aisles are just so crowded that it's just uncomfortable to record, you know. And then I'm very respectful. I'm a very respectful content creator. I can pick up on cues and vibes when somebody doesn't want to be recorded, and I just don't like having my camera on other people but myself or my kids or whoever's with me. So there was no way I could record in TJ Maxx. But I have been thinking about getting some glasses, not really the Meta glasses, but kind of like, I'm not even gonna say the off-brand version because they have their own brand, but there is a TikTok shop. Ooh. It's a lot going on, y'all. But there's a TikTok shop store that offers the glasses for you to record with. So they reached out to me a couple of weeks ago and asked if they could send me a pair, but I just haven't gotten back with them yet about it. But I'm thinking about collabing with them to get the glasses because I feel like it'll be a lot easier for me to record content with the glasses. So that is also something I'm looking into. That way I don't feel strange or weird in places that are crowded like that. But yeah, y'all, I'm literally probably about 10 minutes away from home. It's really gloomy here in Texas, y'all, and it's like sprinkling. It's been sprinkling on and off for like the last couple of hours, but it hasn't fully rained yet. So I don't know if a storm is coming or not, but if y'all can see out my window, it's really cloudy and gloomy. And yeah, I need to get my butt home in case they do decide to storm. I do know next week it's supposed to rain a couple of days next week, but I didn't hear about anything this weekend. But you know, Texas weather gonna do whatever it want to do because it's Texas. It's bipolar weather down here all the time. But yeah, what else, y'all? What else? I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to really catch y'all up on? Y'all know I'm still in therapy. I had a therapy session today from 11 to 12. This is I started with this new therapist at the beginning of the year. I want to say it was the beginning of the year. It might have been like in February. I started with this new therapist. And I've been having a session every 2 weeks, sometimes every 3 weeks. It just depends on scheduling. But I had a session today from 11 to 12. It was really good. He wants me to tap more into like my emotions and my feelings. And in all honesty, y'all, that's just really hard for me to do because I've become desensitized to a lot of things. And I've always had a problem showing sympathy and empathy, like since I was younger. And I think the older that I'm getting, the worse it's probably becoming. But it's something as simple as like, he'll ask me, well, how did you feel in that moment? And I'm like, honestly, I didn't have any feelings in that moment because I just simply didn't care. But I'm like, I'm not lying. A lot of things I just don't care about. And so as we went more into the session, I feel like he believes that I should care about some of these things. And it's just hard for me, y'all, to like care about things or people that don't care about me. You know, I think because I was younger and I always poured into people, and now my cup is like depleted. I don't have nothing else to give to somebody that's not giving something to me. I'm really desensitized into how people feel or what people want, or I just don't be caring, y'all. Like, I don't. And it's not to say I don't love people. I love people. I care about people. It's just I don't care about certain situations. I don't know if that makes sense, because it kind of sounds like I'm contradicting myself a little bit. And then I want to give y'all an example, but I can't really give y'all an example without giving y'all the full tea. And I'm not ready to give the full tea yet. The tea gonna come out probably by fall, early winter this year. The tea will come out and I'll be able to just talk freely. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I guess a prime example is somebody inviting me somewhere to something, but if I've invited you to something that I've had in the past, and then when you invite me, no, they come, or no, let's say they don't come, and then they invite me to something and I decide, no, I don't want to come, then that person gets upset and it becomes a whole thing. And so my therapist was talking about that, and he was like, well, how do you think they feel in that moment? My question is, why the hell would I care how they feel? If you didn't show up for me, why do you expect for me to show up for you? I just feel like we live in a society where people expect so much from people and they give so little. And I just feel like I don't want to say it's not fair, because life ain't fair. But at some point, you have to set boundaries and you have to stand on them boundaries. Like, there's been so many times I've set a standard or set a boundary and went back on what I said because, oh my God, such and such felt so bad, or I think I hurt their feelings, and it's like, who caring about my feelings? I was hurt when something happened, and who gave a damn? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm really trying to navigate that in this season of my life, and it's just really been, I'm hitting all these curbs and stuff. The streets is crazy over here. But yeah, it's just hard for me to care about people that I know don't care about me. And I'm figuring out how to navigate through this season of my life. I am. But I think, what else did we discuss in therapy? That was really the main thing. Of course, he talked about me. He asked me, what are some things that I do to get like solitude or some type of peace or something in my life. And honestly, I told him what most people would consider doing as peace. I like it too. Like, I like therapy, I like massages, I like self-care, I like all the girly things, right? But that's not really things that I do to find peace. So for me, I'm finding that peace in my life looks like doing whatever it is that makes me happy. Whatever. If I wake up tomorrow and I decide I want to hop on a flight and go to Chicago, me doing that is going to bring me peace. If I decide I want to walk around a museum or go on a hike or go have some good authentic Mexican food or just anything that brings me joy is what ultimately brings me peace. So we talked about that too. Because it's not always about shopping or spending money or nothing like that, but it's just knocking off things that are on my bucket list and doing things that I think brings me joy, because there are free things that bring me joy. I enjoy being at a house by myself with complete quiet and silence and watching my shows, popping me a big bowl of popcorn and putting on my comfiest pajamas. That brings me peace. I enjoy sleeping in late, not having to get up and cook breakfast for anybody, not having to wake up to an alarm clock or my phone going off or having to take somebody to work or school or practice. Like, it's simple things that bring me peace, y'all. It really is. So we talked about what that looks like. And yeah, I'm just trying to navigate through this new season of my life, y'all. I really am. But I just made it home. Let's get all this out the car, get in the house, and then I'll show y'all what I got. Here's my little pizza. I just got a small little pizza. I'm probably gonna eat 2 slices and then my son is gonna smash the rest of it. But this is the pizza that I got. I don't know, y'all. I'm learning that cinematic mode is the best to record in, but I need to figure out like the focusing part because it goes out of focus a lot. And yeah, your girl don't like that. I'm not used to that either from my previous vlogs, but trying to do something new and different and what people have recommended. So y'all tell me how this video looks. Is it giving 4K? Is it giving I need to work on my editing and recording more? Y'all let your girl know. But let's get into what I got from TJ Maxx. Y'all, I hope I ain't got food on my mouth. I know I said I was gonna eat after my shower, but my big hungry ass is hungry now, so I just took a couple of bites. But first things first, y'all, I almost did not see this. They had it on the bottom of like the stand where the perfume is. It was at the very bottom, but I've been looking at this on Amazon and I hadn't ordered it yet because the ones that I seen on Amazon were like $30. This one was $12.99, so I looked up on this. But it is a ultrasonic retainer cleaner. Y'all, every morning when I pop my retainers out, I literally like brush them thoroughly, rinse them, put them back in the case. With this, I can just pop it in the case. There's a button and it spins and it cleans it for me. So this was something that I needed for sure. I went ahead and picked up some undies as well. This is muffin top smoothing with a no pinch waistband. It's a 5-pack of underwear, y'all, and this was $14.99. I love the little neutral earth natural tones. A lot of the underwear that I have now are like really bright pink, red, or they have like some type of design on them, and those are not always good when you wear like linen colored or light colored pants because you can see like the flowers and butterflies and stuff through your pants. So I feel like the neutral ones will work best for me when I wear like my light colored pants. Pajamas, which I'll probably wear these tomorrow night because I want to wash them first. But I got a new pair of pajamas and they're really soft, y'all. It's a 2-piece set. This was also on clearance for $13. Y'all, get to TJ Maxx and get y'all some undies and some jammies. Get there. Started using the Aveeno shower wash or body wash. So I went ahead and got the Skin Relief Moisturizing Lotion that goes with the body wash that I have. And y'all know this is my holy grail, y'all. When I do my self-care days or whatever, and I do like my little under eye care, my skin care, I oil up and everything. And I do like my little foot scrubs and stuff, or my foot massage machine. I always put these on for 30 to 45 minutes. And when I take them off, y'all, my feet are so moisturized and soft. It is 5 that comes in this pack for $5.99, and they look like little socks, but inside they have the aloe, and they're really good. You're supposed to let them sit for 40 minutes or somewhere in there. So y'all know I have a lot of skincare. I have a lot of makeup in my vanity, and lately I've been getting in the mode of tossing out things that are a year or older. I have a lot of skincare products that I got over a year ago, and I've started going through and checking expiration dates because that's some things that we don't do with our skincare. Even with our soaps and lotions, do y'all ever check the expiration dates? And don't lie, because I don't. So lately I've been like, no, I need to check this stuff because it might be expired, and I'm putting this expired stuff on my face. It's sinking in my pores. So with that being said, I got some new skincare products to replace the ones that I'm getting rid of. These bottles are really cute and aesthetic as well. It's by Clinical Works. I've never heard of that brand, so we're gonna try it out and see how good it is. I did look it up online when I was in the store, and they had like a 3.5, 4-star review, so we'll see. I did get the collagen facial moisturizer and the vitamin C facial moisturizer. I'm actually gonna use the vitamin C one in the morning and then put the collagen one on at night. For all my dermatologists and estheticians that are watching, y'all tell me if I'm applying these at the right time of day or what you recommend, because I didn't go to school for that. I don't know. Everything is trial and error for me. So if y'all have some recommendations, please drop them in the comments. Some Lindor chocolate. I always keep these in my nightstand, and when I wake up at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and I have a little munchie, I just grab me a piece of candy, eat it, and go back to sleep. I've never tried this flavor though. I always get the birthday cake one or the caramel one, and then there's like a white chocolate one. This is carrot cake, y'all. Lindor is doing their thing with the flavors. Come on now, because I've never had a carrot cake one. So we're gonna try this later on tonight too. For lippies. When I was cleaning out my vanity and my makeup the other day, I realized I didn't have just regular lip gloss. I have a lot of lip plumping stuff, and you know, you can't put that on all throughout the day. You can put it on maybe twice a day, but just to sit all day and keep putting plumper on, I didn't want to do that. So I went in to get just like a regular lip gloss or lip oil, and I found this by Boss Up Cosmetics. And I always Google and research stuff when I'm in the store, y'all, and when I looked up this company, I found out that it is woman owned. It's cruelty free, it's vegan, it's Black and Latina owned and women owned. So y'all get y'all some Boss Up Cosmetics and support a woman owned brand, because why not? Why not? I also found some Laura Geller Smart Pout. These are transfer proof lipsticks. I got it in the color Wise and the color Expert. Y'all know I love a pink lip. I've never had this tone, so we'll try it. But yeah, the color pink is the Wise, and then the other color is called Expert. So we're gonna see how good those are. Love my Fenty Beauty. This is a hydrating lip stain, and this is a very bold color for me. It's called Gem and I. It's the number 6 by Riri. Y'all, it's kind of dark. I don't know if y'all can, it's not focusing, but it's a little dark, but why not? We're gonna try it and see. Next up is a Restore mouthwash by a brand called Boca. Y'all, I typically use the ThoroBreath mouthwash or just good old OG Listerine. I've never tried a tablet. So there's 90 tablets in this little can for $10, y'all. And the directions literally say, chew 1 tablet to activate saliva. Swish it in your mouth for 30 seconds, spit and smile. Use daily. So it's a mouthwash tablet. This is interesting. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna try it and see if it works. I went down the seasoning aisle. So I always get my seasonings from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and even Ross, y'all. They be having some good ones in there. I'm out of the seasoning that I use when I make my spaghetti or my pasta. So I found this pasta herb seasoning while I was in there. It's like a spice blend. And then I also found a salad spectacular spice blend. So it says it's really good to toss like on your salads, but you can also use it for fish and meat as a seasoning. So I got both of these. They were $4.99 each. As y'all know, I prep my coffee for the week when I don't stop and go to Starbucks and I make my coffee at home. Lately, I have not been making my coffee at home, and I need to do better with that. I think I told y'all that in my last vlog. So with that being said, I originally was using a mason jar to store my coffee in. So I brew my coffee in my coffee maker, and then I let it sit out and cool for like an hour or hour and a half. Once it cools, I pour it in mason jars, and then I store the mason jars in my fridge. The thing with the mason jar thing, I'm starting to not like mason jars because they mold. Well, the lid part molds, and it's just really icky and nasty to me. I can like scrub it and wash it so much, but that little stain stays in the lid of the jar. So I found this little jar in TJ Maxx. It was $5.99. It says it is a plastic cap pitcher. It's supposed to be a water pitcher. It says it's not tempered glass, so it's not good for hot liquids. So I definitely have to let my coffee cool before I put it in here. But I figured this is easier to store and pour, and then it fits like, it's slim, so it'll fit like on my refrigerator door. So I'm gonna start storing my coffee in here and get back to making my coffee at home, y'all. I got to, yeah. But let's go chill and eat, hop in the shower, and call it a night, y'all. Love y'all. Good morning, Vibe Tribe. Happy Saturday. It's 10:50 a.m. and your girl is running behind, okay? I actually overslept and woke up a little bit later than usual. My son has to be to work at 12 noon. We normally leave the house about 11:15, 11:20. So that only gives me a few minutes to get ready. But y'all know I cannot leave this house without first making up my bed. Another thing too, y'all, I'm gonna have to invest in me another comforter or quilt or blanket or something. This comforter that's on my bed has been on here since November of last year. I actually bought it for the winter season because it's really thick and warm. But now that it's summer here in Texas, this gotta go, y'all. Between the Texas heat and me being premenopausal, I can't do the hot blanket. I just can't do it. But bed is made. Y'all, I made me a cup of coffee here at home today. It's really good. I made it with my protein shake and the Starbucks caramel macchiato creamer, the Toronto caramel sauce, some cinnamon, and some zero sugar whipped cream. And I did the strongest brew I possibly could on my coffee maker. So, it's good. So now, whereas I was going to get all cute this Saturday and possibly do a little face and all that, I'm not. I'm just going to throw something on so that I can drop him off. It's also scheduled to rain here within the next 30 minutes. It's like a 45% chance of rain, and then it's going to stop, and then it starts back later on tonight. So when I go back to pick him up, it's probably going to be storming. But when I drop him off, y'all, I'm going to go do some more dilly-dallying. I have a birthday party to attend towards the end of this month, and I need to find something to wear. It's a little house party, so I'm going to be comfortable, but I don't want to go with my boobs out, butt out, none of that stuff. So maybe just like a cute little sundress and some sandals. We have a Dirty Dillard's here in Fort Worth, so I'm going to go there and see what I can find after I drop him off. And then I also need to stop by BJ's and fill up my gas tank, which I'll probably do that before I drop him off. But yeah, y'all, that's the play for today. So let me get ready and throw something on real quick because I literally have about 15 minutes to get dressed.
Y'all, I'm always so overwhelmed in here because they have so much stuff. From robes to gowns to the intimate section back there. And I haven't even made it to shoes yet. But yeah, I want to see if I can find some more cute PJs in here. And then of course I'm looking for a sundress. So let's see.
Okay, so now I'm waiting on the fitting room. All right, y'all, after all that browsing and perusing in there, and after all the stuff I showed y'all in my hand for me to try on, I didn't get any of that, y'all. I tried on 6 different things, and I'm finding that it's hard for me to order online like I used to do. Because of all of my weight loss, my sizing fluctuates based off of where I'm shopping. Like, I can shop at H&M and I know what my size is in H&M, but then if I go to Rainbow or like Dirty Dillard's or anywhere else, Ross, anywhere else, like my sizes are different. So I picked up a bunch of like 12, 14 things because I typically have been wearing 14s. So I said, okay, I'm gonna get the size I normally wear and then get the size under there just in case it's running big. And I'm finding that in Dillard's, I'm wearing 16. My bad, y'all. I wear a 16. So, yeah. When I went back to try to find the things that I had in a 16, of course, they don't have it. It's Dirty Dillard's, y'all. It's an outlet. So, it's not like they have everything in every size. It's kind of whatever's there is what we have. But I did end up leaving with 2 t-shirts because I do need more like shirts to wear with like my leggings to throw on. Like today I could have thrown on leggings, but I didn't have any t-shirts. So I threw on this little green 2-piece short set. So I got one shirt that says Self-Love Club, and then the other one says Book Girly. And they're just regular basic tees. They were $10 each. Now I am getting ready to go have some lunch. It's 1:41 p.m. We are under a flash flood watch, but it's 87 degrees here. The sun is shining. I'm looking at the forecast and it's showing rain is going to come in starting at 10 o'clock tonight. It's a 50% chance of rain. So like I told y'all, when I got to go pick him up, it's probably going to be storming. And then all day tomorrow, it's a 90% chance of rain. So kind of defeats the purpose in getting my car washed. But I kind of still do want to get it washed. That way they can clean the inside. Because the inside is worse than the outside. So I don't know. One thing at a time. I don't want to get overwhelmed. We're gonna go to Papacito's and get us some lunch. So let's roll. Y'all, I am sitting here in a sweaty mess, okay? Because I stopped at the oil change place. So my oil change is not due until July, the first or second week of July. But my sticker in my windshield says to come before then to get a top off. So I came to get a top off and they wouldn't even top me off. Okay.
Anything else we can do for you?
No, that's it.
Do you want a water for the road?
No, I got one. I'm good. So they can't top me off because my car has an electrical reader. I'm gonna get copyrighted because of the music. My car has an electrical reader, and so if the car is not saying that I'm low on oil, they can't top me off. Didn't know that. But I am glad that I came because I did need my air filter changed. It was completely clogged, so I paid $35 for a new filter. And then they also topped off my coolants because they said the coolants that are in here.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Sure. And then the oil change, just get it taken care of.
Okay.
Whenever
it's time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever it tells you.
Perfect.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
No, you've been helpful.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
So they did let me get out the bay, y'all. Bye. They did change my coolant because he did a coolant test, and your coolant is supposed to be 50% water, 50% coolant, and my coolant was really, really diluted. So he went ahead and topped me off on all of that as well, and then changed the air filter, and then I'll just have to wait and come back in July for the oil change. But it's really packed because it's a Saturday afternoon, so everybody and their mama is up here trying to get an oil change. So normally something like this would only take me about 15-20 minutes to get done, but I have been sitting here in the car for 30 minutes, and 15 of those was with my car off and windows down. So your girl is a sweaty, oily, greasy mess, okay? So now I am finally, oh my lord, now I am finally getting ready to go home. My son texts me that he's going to be getting off early, so instead of midnight now, he's probably going to get off about 9 or 9:30, which is better for me because I told y'all the rain is coming in tonight around 10. So hopefully I can get him before the storm starts and we get on back home. But yeah, y'all, I ain't been home yet. It's 4:37. I'm finally going home. I'm gonna eat the rest of my food from Papacito's because I'm hungry again. And I'll probably go ahead and fold my clothes and then clean the kitchen, and I'll do the bathroom probably later when I get back from getting him. But yeah, I promise you I was gonna go straight home, but the oil change place was on the way to the house, so I said let me go ahead and stop. Oh, that's what else he did too. He changed my wiper blade on my back windshield wiper, y'all. That blade was so ate up, grimy, and bad, y'all, and it's been like that probably for about 6 months. I ain't gonna lie. When it rains, y'all, your girl don't even cut that one on because I can hear it screeching on the glass. So I don't even cut that one on. I just use my front wipers. But I ordered the wiper blade from Amazon about 2 months ago. And when I came to get my last oil change, I didn't have it. So he was like, just order one from Amazon, and whenever you come back to get your top off, let us know and we'll swap it out for you. So he was able to swap it out for me today, thank God. So that's 3 things I got done. Look at me adulting and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in these streets taking care of business. Big business, okay? Yeah, I ain't doing shit. that I ain't supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing that. But yeah, y'all, I'm on the way home. It's hot. It's 92 degrees, but it feels like it's 100. I'm sweating. I could feel the sweat beating and rolling down my back from just sitting in this car with the windows down. And even though while I was in a bay, like it was shaded, it was no wind blowing. So it was just still hot air. So yeah, my air is on full blast right now. And I know it feels good in the house. I can't wait to get in the house. Get me something cold to drink and chill. So I'll check back in with y'all a little later. Love you, bye. Okay, y'all, so just walked in the door, literally, and had packages on the porch. So let's open these real quick and see what we got. This is probably my vitamins that I ordered. I found out the other day I was out of vitamins when I got ready to prep my vitamins. So yep, Collagen Plus Biotin Gummies and the ProCare Health Core 45 Bariatric Multivitamin in Fruit Punch. This is my first time trying this brand, y'all. Everybody is saying this is a better brand than the generic bariatric vitamins that you can buy, because this one is like double the amount of everything that you need. So we're going to try these, see if it gives me like a little extra push, some energy, because your girl been feeling depleted lately. So we're going to try these. These are my Asics, y'all. I just ordered these the other day at Shoe Palace. So I went in to actually buy them and they only had a size 9 and I needed a size 8. Y'all, they said that this was going to take 3 to 5 days to get here. It's literally only been 2 days. So shop at Shoe Palace, y'all. Get your stuff delivered to your home. You're going to get it in 2 days. Look at how cute these are. They are like navy blue, white, and kind of a cream color. The cream looks more like a butter yellow to me, which the outfit that I'm wearing to Six Flags for my daughter's birthday is butter yellow. So these are the Asics Gel 1130s in white and midnight. And they're so cute, y'all. And they're actually really, really comfortable too. So I can't wait. I can't wait to wear those. And then lastly, this is the new fan that I ordered for my room, y'all. It gets extremely hot in here, especially with this thick comforter that I was telling y'all about. Until I get the new one, I definitely need a fan. So I don't know why this room doesn't get as cool as the other rooms in the house, but it doesn't. But this is the new fan. It is adjustable to different heights. I'm probably going to have it on this tallest setting and sit it somewhere over here by my window so it's blowing directly on me at night. But yeah, it says comfortable natural wind, 5-speed wind regulation, and light noise. So we'll try it out tonight and see how noisy it is, and get to see the different functions. It says long-lasting battery life, so I'm assuming it needs to be charged. The picture doesn't show a cord or anything, so we're going to open this in a few and get that set up. But yeah, those were my packages that I got for today. And yeah. Y'all, I am back outside waiting on my son to come out of work. It is 10:14 p.m. He wasn't scheduled to be off until midnight, but this event ended around 9:45, so people are starting to come out now. I don't know if y'all see all those lights right there. Those are all brake lights. That's the traffic to get out of the arena. So yeah, I'm gonna have to sit in there in a little bit, but just waiting on him to come out. And y'all, I have the worst headache ever, and I know it's probably because I need to eat something. And then I also know, I don't know if y'all are like me, if you're like taking a nap or falling asleep and then your sleep is broken for something. So like I was literally at home dozing off when he texted me and said, "Ma, can you start heading this way to pick me up?" And it was getting good. Like I felt myself starting to snore and like really get into it. So I like abruptly jumped up when I heard the text, and it kind of just threw my whole sleep pattern off, and then I started getting a headache. So I don't know, y'all. I know I need some food. I know I need to shower, wind down, and get some rest. But yeah, my head is, it's at about a 7 right now. I'm not gonna say a 10. It's at a 7 for sure.
But I'm just sitting out here people watching. I think it was like a comedian or something that was here tonight, and apparently Netflix was in the building recording his show, so it'll be on Netflix, and I'll probably watch it. I've never heard of him before. I think his name is Nate or something like that, but I want to watch it just because it was recorded in the arena. But I've been people watching and looking at, you know, all the cutesy little outfits and stuff that the girlies have on. They're so cute. That's the one thing about living out here, like in the Fort Worth area. You're always going to see boots. You're going to see boots with Dukes. You're going to see boots with dresses. You're going to see boots with the Wrangler jeans. You're going to see boots all the time. They'll have a sundress on with some boots, baby. They don't play about their boots out here. So it's just been really cute to see all the boots and the cute little outfits and stuff. Even with the men, like with their Wrangler jeans and the big buckle belts and the hats, like they do their thing in Fort Worth when it comes to dressing, for sure. And you can't be in Dickies Arena and not have on Dickies, right? So I've seen a couple of people with Dickies on. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see. I'm sorry if I sound congested too, y'all. I've had my AC up full blast blowing, and it was blowing straight in my face, so now I'm like all congested from the AC. So your girl got to get it together for sure. For sure. And this little area that I'm parked into, normally, like, it's like a row of us that sits here with our hazard lights on, and majority of the time it's people who are picking up somebody that works here. I always park in this same spot. Every now and then the police officer will come and say, hey, move up, or you can't sit here or whatever, but they've been pretty chill tonight. I'm assuming because of the weather. We're under a flash flood watch, so it's been storming on and off, and they ain't been wanting to get out their cars and do no work. So I feel like that's why they haven't come over here to bother me. But sitting in this spot is also weird because people walk up to my car and they're looking at my plates, and I guess they're assuming that I'm their Uber, or they're looking for their Uber. So it's one of those things too where I think everybody's just trying to find out where their ride is. But yeah, y'all, yeah, this is the story of my life. You know, one day my son is gonna have his car back, and this is one less trip that I have to make. Right now I'm definitely mom taxi service, not just for my son but for my daughter too. She starts her summer clinics on Monday, and she has to be there at 6:45 a.m. Monday through Thursday for the next 2 weeks, and she gets out at 9 a.m. so that means your girl got to get up at 5 a.m. now versus the 6 a.m. time that I typically get up. So an hour earlier, getting her there, coming back home, changing clothes, getting ready for the day, heading off to work. Well, picking her up first and then heading off to work. Yeah, for the next 2 weeks. That's gonna be crazy, but gotta do what I gotta do. That's the story of my life, and I'm a mother before anything else, you know, so it is what it is. I know what else I've been sitting here thinking about is how I am truly in the market for a reset. I need a major reset, y'all. It's been a while since I've solo traveled, and for those that know me, you know that is my thing. The last trip I actually took was to Nashville with my sorority sisters, but typically around this time I'd already have taken about 3 or 4 trips into the year. And 2026 has just been so busy for me with the ripping and running for my kids, all the transitions with work and school and all the things, y'all. My health fluctuating, being up and down, so I haven't been able to travel, and that is honestly one thing that brings me joy, and it's something that resets me to where I'm okay. And your girl ain't been okay mentally and emotionally and physically. I'm just starting to get back to a sweet spot. But yeah, it's starting to rain. I'm hoping my baby go ahead and come out before this storm come. It's lightning. I don't know if y'all just seen that. It's thundering really bad. The traffic is starting to clear up a little bit. Actually, it has cleared up behind me. It hasn't cleared up in front of me though. So hopefully he come on out. I want to stop by Zaxby's, grab me something to eat. That's another thing, y'all. I cook maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I haven't been cooking that much, y'all. Maybe like twice a week. It's just because I'm not feeling myself. I'm sorry, y'all. This congestion, bro, it's crazy work. But yeah, I just have not been feeling myself. So your girl ain't been cooking. So I just got to get back to me. And I don't know what that looks like. You know, when so many things are going on in your life at once, it can be a lot. And it's been a lot. It's been taking a toll on my health, on my mental, on my emotional, just all of the things, y'all. And again, I know I said in every video, I can't wait to have like a sit down one-on-one with y'all and really chop it up and let y'all know what your girl been struggling with and dealing with behind the scenes. But my time will come. Yeah, it'll come. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna turn this camera on anymore tonight. I'm picking him up. We're gonna go by Zaxby's, grab a bite to eat, and I'm gonna go home and shower and lay it down because I'm tired. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be a bit more bubbly. Once I get that caffeine, the espresso in my bloodstream and in my system, y'all know I'm a different person. So I am going to get up in the morning and grab me some coffee. And I don't know if I'm going to go thrifting tomorrow. I do know that I need to go to the grocery store and grab drinks for the house. And I am going to cook tomorrow, Sunday dinner. So yeah, tomorrow will be a better day. I promise y'all. I promise y'all. Good morning, Vibe Tribe. Happy Sunday. It is 10:05 a.m. and I've been up for about 30 minutes now. I just finished washing my face, brushing my teeth. I'm getting ready to sit down and do skincare and figure out what I'm going to throw on for the day. Today's agenda includes cafecito first, thrifting second. I don't know if I want to visit Goodwill. Y'all know that's my main store that I like to go to on Sundays. But after scrolling last night on TikTok, I found a new vintage thrift store called Flipstone that's located in Fort Worth. And I kind of want to go see what they have. They're open today until 7 p.m. They have a lot of great reviews on TikTok. So I thought, why not try something new? So I might visit Flipstone, and then I also might stop into Indie Clover and see what good booths they have this week. So yeah, that's going to be the play for today. I'm also about to go take something out the freezer to defrost, so I'll be able to cook dinner later on tonight. I don't even know what meats we have out there, but I'm going to go check. And then probably on my way back home for the day, I'm going to stop at BJ's and stock up on some more drinks and things. My kiddos are out of school for the summer and they're home. So yeah, I want to make sure I have like waters and juices and little snacks that they can grab and go with. So I'll do that as well. I do want to show y'all, last night I did put the fan together. It's a lot smaller than I thought, y'all. I really thought it was going to be bigger than this, but it's very cute. And I can like sit it on a table or sit it on something. Also, it comes with 1, 2, 3 of these. So you can always disconnect them and it turns into like a desk fan too, if that makes sense. But it does have 5 different settings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is the highest.
It's not loud at all. I used it last night. It was great. It also comes with just a regular USB charger to charge it with. So I think that's good too, that it doesn't have to be plugged in. It was only $20, y'all, on Temu. Like I said, it's a lot smaller, but it packs a lot of power. So I'm okay with this in this small space. This room is not very big. Once I transition to a bigger room, I'll probably need something bigger, and I'll pass this down probably to my daughter or my son. But yeah, I mean, it did what it was supposed to do last night, y'all. So I recommend it if y'all have like a small space, or if you need maybe like a fan for like your office or at work or something like that. That will definitely work. So let's sit down and, oh, I need my remote because I'm gonna finish watching Housewives, Desperate Housewives. But let's get to this face, figure out what I'm gonna throw on for the day. And I really got to get out of here and get some coffee, y'all, because when I don't have coffee, I don't know, it's like I haven't even started the day until I get my coffee. But I am drinking some water. I do need to do better with the water, so that's what I'm drinking now. And I'll get my coffee when I leave. So talk to y'all later. All right, y'all, I made it to the car wash. They gave me these cute little air fresheners. This scent is called Lovable. It smells so freaking good, y'all. So I'm putting them in my vents now. My car is going crazy, y'all, with all the beeping and stuff. It's like, girl, what you got me in? But these smell so good. I can't get it on my back. Okay, that's gonna have to work. But I did stop by Starbucks and grab my coffee and a croissant, because usually it takes them about 20 to 30 minutes to do a full service here. So I go through the wash myself, and then I pull around and they like gut my car out, fully wipe everything down, vacuum clean it, and it normally takes about 20 or 30 minutes depending on how many people are waiting. So grab my coffee and I'm just gonna chill and wait for them to get done. And then after that, we're going to visit Flipstone Antique Thrift Store in the White Settlement area of Fort Worth, and see what we can find. If we can't find anything, we can't find anything, but we're gonna go visit and see. Y'all, it's been a minute since my baby has been clean too. I have really been neglecting her, so I gotta do better. You take care of your car, it takes care of you, right? So I do gotta do better with that. And I have a freaking membership, so there's no reason why I shouldn't be coming by here, getting it done. But y'all know the story of my life. Go ahead and unhook everything, because they be expecting you to jump right on out when you pull up. So we're gonna be ready. So I can pull my mirrors back out now. Push me on out of here. Oh, it might not take 20 or 30 minutes because there's nobody in this bay. So we about to hop out and get this done. Go up some more. Okay. All right, y'all. Be back. They get me right every single time. It smells good in here. It's clean. Like, it's been a minute, y'all, since my baby on the inside has been clean like this. Outside, she's been clean. But inside, y'all, it was so freaking filthy. Like, I was ashamed of even having people drive or ride with me, y'all. Like, I had like little crumbs and stuff everywhere. Yeah, it's been a mess. But let's visit Flipstone. All right, y'all, I've made it to Flipstone Vintage and Thrift. Let me show y'all. So this is the intersection it's at. I think that's Carroll Street and West Side Drive. Maybe it's Weststone. No, it's West Side Drive, if I'm not mistaken.
But this is what it looks like in the front. Flipstone, y'all. It's in like a little industrial part of town. So yeah, let's go in and see what we can find. You don't know my name. I swear, it feels like ooh. You don't know my name. All right, y'all. I just left out of Flipstone. And I don't know if it's just me or what, but every time I go into a thrift store, y'all, I get the sneezies really bad. Like, I've been sneezing ever since I came out, y'all. I don't know if it's like the vintage or like the dust on stuff. I don't know what it is, but I get the sneezies every time. I didn't record as much as I wanted to, and the one clip that I did show y'all was only one side of the store. So when you walk in, you can either go to the right or to the left. I didn't record to the left, which is the thrift side, only because it was a lot of people in there, and y'all know how I feel about putting people in my videos without their consent. So I didn't want to record where we will not be getting copyrighted this video. But yeah, I didn't want to record on the side where a lot of people were. What I can say, it's a very cute store, and it's a great idea. Whoever is the owner, great idea. So the right side of the store is more of the vintage side. They even have vintage nightgowns, y'all. Vintage like knickknacks and things for your home, vintage bags, vintage shoes. The right side is really, really cute. It's a lot of antique things over there. They even have some vintage Louis Vuitton, vintage Prada bags was in there, and vintage Dooney and Burke bags as well. Now to the left side of the store is the thrift side, and it's also a very cute coffee shop in there. Y'all, that line was wrapped all the way back into the thrift side. The coffee side is called October Brew Coffee, and the line was really long, and it seems like everybody was ordering matcha. So I guess it has to be good. I didn't get anything because I'm still working on my Starbucks, but I wish I would have known that it was a coffee shop in there, because I think it'll be cute to grab coffee in there and then peruse the store. Although I didn't find anything that I felt like I needed to buy, there were very cute things, y'all. They had a little Steve Madden bag in there that I like, and y'all know I'm in my Steve Madden era right now. And I did see some jeans in there that I liked, and they have really cute vintage dresses, y'all. I don't know, they're just so cute. They remind me of something like that my grandmother or my Aunt Betty would used to wear back in the day. So very cute store. I definitely recommend y'all come check it out for yourself, because I think everybody's experience is just going to be different. But now I'm going to head back on the other side of town, and I'm going to go ahead and visit Indie Clover. We know I'm probably going to find something in Indie Clover because I actually sell my own things in Indie Clover. So we're going to go in there and take a look around, and then after that I'm going to stop by BJ's, grab the things that I need, and then I'm gonna head home and spend time with my son. He should probably be up by then. Y'all, this boy stays up till like 2 and 3 a.m. on that game, and then he wakes up like 1 or 2 p.m. the next day. Y'all, I don't know the teens. I don't know what the teens got going on, y'all. But yeah, let's head on back to the other side of town. And I enjoyed the experience. I did. I really enjoyed the experience. So shout out to the TikTokers who told me about Flipstone. Y'all, we love when we can go in the thrift store and find something that we actually like.
Shout out to Indie Clover this week, y'all. But I can say I went in there looking for like a designer bag this week. Normally they have like Louis Vuitton, Prada bags. They have Chanel. None of the sellers this week had any designer really, which was a bummer, but that's okay. The dress that I did try on, this pattern here, this is a dress from Zara, y'all, and I think it's so cute. I can actually like wear this to work, to church, all the things. And then the other little green number that I had tried on, y'all, this one is North Face. So I thought it was really cute, and it was only $7. This is gonna be so cute with like my Louis V sandals and my Louis V crossbody bag. And y'all know green is my favorite color, so both of them are green. And then to keep the green streak going, y'all, look at this cute little Lululemon sports bra. It is a size small. I got it for my daughter, but it was only $15. And y'all know Lulu is way more than $15. She's gonna think this is so cute. So yeah, got that. Those 3 things, y'all. We're gonna go home, pop the tags, wash everything, hang it up. But let's go to BJ's and get some drinks, some snacks, some fruit. I need to re-up on my yogurt. And yeah, that's that. Y'all, so I know this is very random, but like I told y'all, I just started, well, I didn't just start, a couple of months ago, I started rewatching Desperate Housewives. Y'all know it came out, I believe, in like the 90s, or no, I think it was like the early 2000s that it came out, not the 90s. But I watched it back then when it initially came on TV, and because I was younger, I couldn't really understand or decipher a lot of the things that was happening in the show. But now that I'm over 40 and I'm rewatching it, a lot of shit is just making sense. And then there's just a lot of shit that don't make sense. So for example, 2 of the women out of the housewives that, I mean, all of them got their problems, right? It's a lot of drama on Wisteria Lane. If you've seen it, you know. But there are 2 in particular that are really, really, really getting under my damn skin. 1 is Susan, 2 is Lynette. Now, it's at the part where Susan's husband, Mike, just died, and she's trying to navigate being a widow and raising the kids and all the things, right? And her son told her that they have a father-son derby race coming up at school, and he's decided to opt out. He doesn't want to do it because his dad just passed away, and that's that. She's took it upon herself to say, no, you're going to still do it, and I'm going to come and stand in for your dad, and we're going to build this car. The little boy has showed her he's not interested because she ended up building the damn car by herself. She shows him the car. He asks her to go in the house to get him something to drink, and while she's in the house, he pushes the car into the street, and it gets run over by the trash truck. She comes out all hysterical, yelling, what happened? Da, 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 da. Did you do that on purpose? He's like, basically, yes, I did. I told you I didn't want to do the derby. And then she's like, well, I don't understand why. I'm going to do it with you. He literally told her, right now, I feel like the weird, odd kid at school. They're pointing fingers. They're staring at me because I'm the kid that don't have a dad. And if I show up to the father-son derby race with my mother, it's only going to make things worse. What about that do you not get? I just feel like she's being super pushy and over the top since Mike has passed away with everybody. Like, people in the neighborhood have been trying to extend help. She's just been, and I get it, you know, I get it. Sometimes, you know, people grieve differently, but I just feel like she's just doing a lot, and maybe that's just me. I don't know. And then with the whole Lynette situation, you know, her and her husband have been going through this separation, and they've finally decided on the divorce. My thing is, once they separated, the man started dating again. He was back outside living his life. She's sitting in the house crying and pouting and don't know what to do with herself and following him and chasing him down and stalking him and blowing up his, like, she was just doing the most, okay? So he ended up moving his new girlfriend into the house with him. I don't know about y'all, but for me, if I'm separated from my husband and I see that he's moved on, he now has a new woman living in the house, that's all I need right there. Like, let's just go ahead and sign these papers and divorce because clearly you've moved on. There's no room for us to work on our marriage. What in her mind is possessing her to believe that there's still hope? She done coerced this man to come over to her house, told him her power was out, asked him to come over to help with it. She got candles lit all over the house. She pulls out a photo album from 20 years ago when they first met, and she's sitting there giving him all these sob love stories about, oh, remember when we did this and remember that. And of course, naturally, he's falling for it because she's literally seducing him and he's a freaking man. And then all of a sudden it clicks because his shirt catches on fire from one of the damn candles. She gets up and she goes and turns on the light to get the first aid kit. When she turned on the light, he's like, wait, I thought you told me the power was out. So now he realizes it was all a fucking lie. Like, girl, what? Then not only that, she's been super mean and rude to the new girl. And the new girl ain't did nothing but love on her kids and, you know, try to be involved in all of this. Mind you, my whole thing is, I don't feel like the woman should ever be upset with the other woman. Why? Because the only reason that other woman is even in the picture is because of the damn man. So we upset with somebody who didn't put herself in the situation. He put her in the situation. So if you're going to be pissed at anybody, Lynette, be pissed at your husband because y'all are still legally married and he out here in these streets as if y'all not. Y'all are still legally married and he done moved a whole new woman in his house. But you taking your frustrations and anger out on the other woman. I'll never understand it, y'all. And then, you know, there's other things with the other two women as well. But I just feel like Gabby and I can't think of the other one's name right now, the redhead one. I feel like they're a little bit more advanced, I guess, when it comes to love and relationships and things. They're a little bit more seasoned. So they don't let like the things that their men are doing get to them. Like Gabby is the materialistic one. But she be putting her husband in his place. Like, she be like, no, we're not doing this. We're doing this. This is what it looks like, blah, blah, blah. She don't let, like, things linger and bother her like Susan and Lynette do. And then with the redhead one, she's going through her own thing right now with this whole murder trial situation. But again, she always keeps her composure. And then when it comes to the men, she lets them know what she wants and what she's not going to accept and what she's willing to accept. So I don't know, y'all. Watching it in my 40s, it gives me a completely different new take and view on life and how to handle situations. So yeah, I just had to come on here and rant real quick about that.
So y'all, it is 6:32. I am officially done with cooking dinner. I made some baked chicken that's really good because I put it on broil for the last 15 minutes of it cooking, so it has like a crispier outer layer. And then I made some cabbage with a little side of rice. The cabbage has succotash in it. If you know what that is, it's like tomatoes, lima beans, and something else, I can't think. But the succotash is gonna go on the rice and then the cabbage on the side with the chicken. Very good, y'all. And now I am sitting here having a glorious ready-made skinny strawberry margarita. And I'm journaling. Also have my laptop here because I was watching Desperate Housewives, but I paused it so that I can finish journaling. And then I have my bills over here, which I'm gonna go through those in a little bit as well. Once I'm done with that, I'll probably sit on the couch back here, fold some clothes while I catch up on The Chi, because I think I'm an episode behind. And then after I finish folding clothes and watching The Chi, I'm gonna go ahead and shower, do skincare for the night, and prep my clothes and things in the morning. My daughter starts her volleyball summer clinics tomorrow morning. So for the next 2 weeks, we'll be getting up around 5:45 a.m. because she has to be there at 6:30 a.m. So yeah, this is gonna be a very crazy and hectic week for me, but things gotta get done, right? But I hopped back on really quick just to talk a little bit about my journal entry because it really hit me today. So of course I was journaling about how beautiful my how beautiful my Sunday has been. The fact that I went to the thrift store, the grocery store, got my car washed, all the good things. It's been beautiful weather all day. I looked up and found some great finds at the thrift store. But then I also started talking a little bit about the things in my life that have recently shifted or changed. And a lot of it boils down to my friendships and my relationships. A lot of the friends that I had 3 or 4 years ago, I no longer have today for whatever reasons. It's been different reasons why I'm no longer friends with certain people. And not even just those relationships as well, with family. I don't communicate or associate myself with certain family members anymore. People from my past that I was hanging on to friendships with, whether it was just a simple Merry Christmas, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Birthday, hi and bye. A lot of those people I have blocked and just no longer have communication with. And I am not a blocker. If you know Nikki, I'm not a blocker. I let you kind of see what I'm going through and what's happening in my life. I just never had the strength to go through my phone and block people, to go through my social media and block people, because that takes time, and that's taking time away from something else I could be doing. But here lately, I've had people from my past try to reach out and come back into my life. And those have been key opportunities for me to say, let me go ahead and block you now, so this doesn't happen a year from now. So people who have recently reached out through text or phone call, I was just like, you know what, let me go ahead and do it while it's fresh on my mind. With that being said, my thought process behind that has been, why am I going to open up that door or allow a person to come back into my life that I literally cried and prayed to God about? Like, it just doesn't make sense. I literally, at some point in my life, was crying out and praying to God to release me from the stronghold or the bondage that this person has on my life. Help me be okay with the separation or the disconnect or the friendship breaking up or ending. And now I'm going to allow you to reach out because I was on your mind, or you was thinking about me, or maybe I posted something on my social media that ignited something in you and you thought, okay, I'm going to call her and see how she's doing. Yeah, that chapter of my life, or that era of my life, is long gone. And so that's kind of what I'm journaling about, is things that used to be really hard for me to do, i.e. letting go of somebody, is no longer hard for me to do. And I know to some people, they will look at that like, you just being nonchalant, or you just simply don't care. And it's not that at all. It's literally that I'm growing up, y'all. I am not the old version of myself anymore. I'm not the Nikki that you may know or have known or have met. Like, I'm just a totally different person. I'm in a different stage of my life where right now I'm only pouring into people who pour into me. I'm only doing things that excite me or that make me happy in some kind of way. I'm only putting myself in situations that are beneficial to me and my family, my household. And if there's nothing that I foresee as being good coming from it, it's just not worth my time and my energy. And it's sad to say, but that includes people. I've never been one who hang on to people because of a title. Like, oh, that's my cousin, or that's my best friend, or, we got this history. I've never been that person. If you cross me once, I feel like you will cross me twice. And I say that because I'm over 40, y'all. And there are people in my life, I'm not a saint, I'm not perfect by far. There are people in my life that I have crossed intentionally. And I know that intentionally doing that, I would probably intentionally do it again. And then there are those in my life that I have never crossed. It has never come across my mind to do wrong or harm to. So those people you genuinely care about and love. And I feel like if you're constantly crossing me, you don't genuinely care or love me. So with that being said, I don't want nobody in my circle, in my life. I don't need nobody calling and checking up on me. I don't need the comments and the likes on social media from people that I don't have a relationship with, because it all boils down to being fake, if we just being honest. There are so many people in my likes and in my comments that I have not personally had a conversation with in over 5 years. And it baffles me that people think that that is okay. I don't hop in nobody's comments that I don't communicate with on a regular, or that I have some type of shared interest in. I mean, I know there are strangers on TikTok and social media that will say, yes, queen, congratulations, girl, happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. But that, I feel like that's different from somebody who at some point in your life you had a relationship with, stopped having a relationship with, and now 3, 4, 5, 6 years later, they in your comments like y'all never had beef, like y'all never disagreed with each other, like there was never a problem between y'all. I feel like that's just so disingenuous and so fake when people do that. And I don't tolerate the bullshit, y'all. I don't. I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna comment. I'm not gonna act fake back. Like, I just don't have it in me to do. I don't. So that's kind of what I'm journaling about right now. It's just like how moving into this next season of my life will look, what purpose will it serve, my boundaries and requirements, things that I just absolutely will not tolerate, what I want, what I don't want, all the things. I'm literally writing it down because there's power in words. There's power in writing. There's power in the tongue, y'all. So if you are not praying and manifesting over the things that you want and you desire, how do you think they will ever be fulfilled? Like, I talk to God on a regular, and I'm like talking to him. I am walking around this house. I am touching walls. I am talking to him. I am telling him what I need and what I want, and how I need him to help me, and asking him, what is it that I can do? What purpose do I serve? You know, you have to have that type of relationship with God. You just do. I don't know. Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody has their own thing. I'm just sharing with y'all what mine is. I'm not trying to push my religion or anything down anybody's throat. I'm telling you what works for Nikki and what has worked over the last 40 years of my life. But yeah, I just have to jump back on here with that tidbit because that's what I'm experiencing right now and what I'm going through. And today's journal entry, it's hitting a little different. It's hitting a little different, but yeah.